Hello guys. My name is Sam and welcome to my YouTube channel. So we have been analyzing. I've done the USD's analysis, the USD CHF analysis, and in all of my analysis, I'm sure you guys have been hearing me saying or talking about market structure, and then I'll be waiting for a break of structure. So in this video, we will be talking about market structure. Basically, what is market structure and how to identify it, right? Um, this will be a very big stepping stone in your trading career because you will be able to know what kind of behavior you're getting out of the market, right? um, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and then you click the bell button to get notified whenever I upload videos. So what is market structure? Market structure is simply support and resistance on your charts, right? Swing highs and swing lows. Now, if you don't understand support and resistance or swing highs and swing lows, we will get onto that probably in the next few videos or uh, right in this video, right? Now, these levels that we're talking about, the support and resistance levels and the swing highs and swing lows, you will get attention on them because they will actually show you that they are there. You maybe the problem right now is just that you are unable to say that or to identify that this is actually a level on the market. Okay, I've drawn up something here to help us in the video. So if you don't understand anything, please feel free to hit me up on my on the comments or just uh, email me and I'll get back to you. Okay. Now, how do we identify market structure? Remember, they said market structure is support and resistance, swing highs and swing lows, right? So when we're talking about swing highs and swing lows, we are talking about these levels here, your highs and your lows in the market, right? Now in this market, I've generally made the direction to be to the downside, right? And in order for you to be able to identify that the market is actually moving to the downside, you will be identifying a few things, which is your lower highs as the market is moving to the downside and your lower lows as the market is moving to the downside, right? Now, being able to identify your higher levels and your lower highs, lower levels, and lower lows and lower lows, right? This is basically the stepping stone for you, actually the first step for you to be able to identify uh, your market structure. Because once you have identified these levels, identifying that this level here, it's actually higher than this one here, and this one here, it's actually higher than this one here, right? This will actually be giving you the opportunity to identify in which direction you are trading the market, right? Before even analyzing, before even identifying your levels in the market, your support and resistance, it is very crucial for you to be able to identify uh, your lower highs uh, or your lower lows in a downward moving market, or your higher highs in an upward moving market, right? Now, this is what I'm talking about here, right? Now, being able to identify this high here and being able to identify that the market has made a higher high, you are generally on the right track to identifying your market structure, right? Now, after that, you need to be able to identify a level in the market which the market it might be currently testing, or the market, if the market breaks that that level, then the market will be pushing in this direction or not, right? Now, if you're moving in a downtrend, right, and you identify your low and your high here, right, that means that you generally have, remember we're moving in a downtrend here. Now, if you are able to identify that, that means that you generally have a level in the market here, which you will be waiting the market to come to, right? Now, say for instance that your lower low, your low is broken here, and then the market pushes to the downside, right? It is generally not a good idea to say that since you're waiting for the market to come and test this level here, then you will enter the market here and hold the market up until that level, right? Because the market is actually going in the opposite direction in which you are trading, right? Now, it is best for you to wait for the market to come to this area here so you can continue with it to the downside, right? And then from there, identifying other levels, it's also crucial, right? It's also crucial because if you fail to identify those levels in the market which are significant to you, then there you will have a problem of trading into a level of support or a level of resistance that is actually a minor level, and you end up being stopped out. Okay, so moving to the next one, right? You must make sure that you use okay, you must make sure that you use current price to identify your most recent structure before using past data, right? Now, what do I mean by that? Let me just move this a bit here. I mean that if you're having market moving in this format here, right, and then you start getting a push to the downside, something like this here, right? Now, what we identify as current price will be what is happening here, right? This will be your current price because this is the current trend that you will be working on, right? And this here on your left will be your past data, right? This is something that the market has done in the past, and you're gonna be using that to actually give yourself confidence and actually validate your trading, right? Now, if you can see here that this level here has been broken to the upside with a new level being formed here and actually forming a reversal pattern, right? Then you can see that here we actually had structure come and test back into a previous level. Now, this means that you're using current price, right? Identifying what is happening on your current trend and then using your previous data to give yourself validation, right? Okay, so we will move to the chart right now, and then we will be able to use what I have been talking about here in on the chart, right? Now, the third thing that I want you guys to know is that market structure exists in any time frame. It doesn't matter whether you on the monthly time frame or the weekly time frame or the daily time frame, depending on your trading strategy and how long you can hold your trades. Structure exists on every time frame. I will actually make a video on that using multiple time frames to in order to help you guys maybe form a strategy using market structure, right? So let's move down to, okay, let's move down to the chart here. This is actually the USD CHF chart that we were talking about in the previous video where we had a review on it, right? Now, I want us to focus on these two things, right? One, we want to focus on recent structure, right? Oh, sorry about that. Recent structure, right? Which one is our recent structure here? So we had a level here being formed, right? And then after that level being formed, we had this level being broken here, having a reversal pattern here. Now, every time I get a reversal pattern in the market, I like to classify whatever is happening after that reversal pattern as my recent structure. So this here is our recent structure, right? We will be actually focusing on the structure, and this area here up until here, actually, sorry, this will be our past structure. Now, this is our recent price or recent structure, and what we want to do is that we want to use the past data here in order to give us trading opportunities on the current price or on the recent price, right? Now, for us to do that, we must first identify what has happened before, right? Now, using past data, we are going to be able to say that, okay, now we are in this form of a trade, right? Now, we can see that the market had been moving to the downside here, right? So this actually gives us the general direction of that the past was actually in let me use this, was actually moving to the downside, right? Before we apply anything else, we are able to read that this market is moving to the downside, right? This is moving to the downside. Okay, let me stop it here, and actually let me try to enlarge this. Try to use a different color here so that it's more visible. Okay, I'll just go with black. So we can see that the market was actually making lower highs and lower lows, right? And by identifying that, we now know that the market is actually moving to the downside on our previous data here, on our past data here. We had a high here, a lower high here, right? A lower high here, right? We actually had a high here on lower time frames, which is actually not what I like to use because it is not clearly visible right here, right? And then we had a lower high here, right? Now, for us to say that this market structure has been broken, we want to see price break this lower high or this lower low. Remember that we were having lower lows below here. Do not forget that we were having lower lows here, lower lows as the market was moving to the downside, right? For me to have tradable opportunities, I would want to see this area here being completely broken, right? Completely broken by either a large candle or completely broken and then retested with a signs to say that it is still pushing to the upside, right? Now, being able to identify past data will now enable us to look at the behavior of what has happened or what might happen in the recent structure or recent price, right? Now, from from this area here, we can identify that these were our equal lows. Yeah, these were our equal lows here, right? These were our equal lows, right? Then the market pushed to the upside strongly, right? Breaking a level, yeah, of our previous data, right? Then the market also proceeded on breaking multiple levels on the previous data. We can see that this lower high was also broken. This lower high was also broken, right? So using these levels, we will be able to identify in which direction the market might go and actually get tradable opportunities, right? Now we identified that the market pushed to the upside strongly, right? And then started falling to the downside. Now when the market starts falling to the downside, we get a level here, right? Remember, we were making lower highs as the market was moving to the downside, right? But now we got a higher high here, right? Higher than all the previous highs, right? So now what are we gonna look for? We are supposed to actually look for a higher low to say that the market will continue pushing to the upside. Why are we looking for that? Because previous structure has been broken, right? Now, when previous structure has been broken like that, you would either look for a retest on one of the previous levels in order to give you a tradable opportunity, right? Now, I hope this video was very much beneficial to you guys and very helpful in a sense that you were able to identify the market structure and actually be able to read of where the market is going and what the market is actually doing, right? Now, we will be having a video on using multiple time frames. Just be sure to be there, guys, to watch the video so that you can learn whatever I learn also, right? For now, thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for subscribing. I hope I get some likes from you and to show that I'm actually providing you with actually beneficial information. And I would actually like to see some comments in whatever you guys want to talk about. It's either you wanna ask me a question or pertaining this video, or actually make a request on other videos that I could make.